Hello everyone, welcome back after the weekend. I hope you had plenty of rest because today we have a lot of work. And today I'm a little bit early because there is something we need to fix, and this thing is yet another Otemu pitch that just died on me. So that's the faulty key, actually this one. I don't know what is happening. I think this is the second time I'm fixing it. I can't remember if this is on the same keyboard or a different one, but it's definitely the same type of switch. Actually, it's gonna be a third time because first time was for my colleague. I had to swap the same key as well. Then one of mine died, and today I have to swap yet another one. I don't know if they are so bad or what is happening here, or if it's just too much for one switch, because this particular one in my keyboard, this is actually mouse key, left mouse, so it's getting a lot of attention. So maybe it's too much for one switch to take, I don't know, but we have to swap it. There's still some time before the official stream starts. We're gonna get to Chordie. I have quite a lot of stuff to share with you. I did quite a lot of work over the weekend. There are some changes, mostly good one, but we'll get to that. First, let's get this fella out, and I think I'm gonna swap it with this one because I'm kind of bored of Otemu pitch. Not that they're bad or anything like that, but they kind of fade on me too many times already. I'm not saying they're bad, maybe it's something wrong with my keyboard, with the way I press it, maybe they're not good for mouse key, whatever. Today we're gonna put a different switch. It's also Otemu, but this one is Clear Ocean or something like that. Basically this is almost the same as pitch. The difference being this one is a little bit heavier by 5 grams. I can't remember the exact weight. I think this one is 35 and pitch might be 30 or something like that. Anyways, this should be a quick swap, no more than 5 minutes, so let's get to work. This one is also a victim of our tune-ups, if I can call it like that. We managed to add potentiometers. Luckily, with Chordie, I already know that I won't be using this sensor anymore. We'll go with the small one, with the TCRT 1000. It doesn't require any resistors to work, and it's perfect. I've been using it on the newest Chordie for past couple of days. Today I brought it to work. It's great. It works nice. So this one we say goodbye. Take a look. We need to take care of this switch. I think it's gonna be this part, the middle one. I also got a bunch of resistors today. The most typical ones, 10k, 4.7k, 1k, and so forth. So we will be resisting soon. This one goes bye-bye. I don't think there is anything more annoying than a switch that doesn't fully work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's almost as annoying as buffering YouTube video. This keyboard I like very much to solder because it doesn't require any magic. You can just use the jewelry wire because everything is, as you can see, separated by a filament. So every wire goes into separate hole and it's very easy to solder, very fast. I think we've been building one live on stream some time ago. So it went quite fast. I think it went faster than Chordie even. I think we managed to do it in maybe like 2 or 3 streams. And Chordie took us whole week. I guess we need to do a quick check if it even works after this. It looks like I managed to push out USB. Something that needs to be redesigned as well. Okay, let's see if it even works. Yep. Okay, managed to not kill the keyboard. I think it's clicking okay. Okay. Just need to put it back together and we can move on to Chordie. And it's done. Quick fix. As I said, no more than 5 minutes. Okay, took 12 or maybe even more like 17. Anyways, it's done now. We can jump back to Chordie. Okay, so what happened with Chordie? Over the weekend I was a little bit busy with it, and I made a bit of changes. So first thing is that I decided to go with the 40mm circuit trackpad, because 20, it's over here, it's definitely too small. It's very not pleasant to use it. Like, there's not enough surface to... Oh, Mr. Chiclapa, hey, good morning. Good morning, yeah. So this one is too small, I don't like it at all, and it's going away. Lucky for us, 40mm fits, no need to do any changes. I was worried that it might not fit or something like that, but it fits perfectly, almost as if it was designed for that. So that is a good thing. What else have I changed? I've been working on the encoders, and I changed all of them. So starting with the mechanical one, I think we can even try to reconnect it. So currently the mechanical one looks like this. So we have it over here. This is the kind of like a mount that is holding it. And if I can just open this thing, okay, so we have this thing over here. So this is what's holding the encoder in place, like this. A bit too short right now to take it out, it would seem. Anyways, I didn't like it because the whole thing is too tall. Partially what I wanted to achieve with the redesign was to have this part lower than the thumbs over here, and with this one it doesn't quite work like that. It's still taller, and sometimes it shouldn't really happen. But sometimes it happens that you could hit it with your thumb, mostly when moving and not when pressing, so that is not that much of an issue. But I went ahead and I redone everything, so we are still gonna be using this one, but it's gonna be a little bit different. So I can remove the bottom part. Okay, so this is the old bottom plate, and the new one looks a little bit different. It looks like this. I made it a little bit thicker because I wanted to try how would it work with 2.4. Finally, I think I will settle on just maybe 2 millimeters because 1.2 is a little bit too thin, I would say. It's flexing, although it doesn't really hold that much because like the whole keyboard is stiff enough. So maybe that is not that bad, but yeah, I think I will do either 2.4 or 2 millimeters. 2.4 is very stiff. Okay, so how does it work right now? Okay, first I need to chop off this because we have a broken mini jack and it's sticking out too much. So it should work like this. We have the bottom plate, we have two holes over here, and then it comes... Okay, 1 second, I need to take this off. It comes with this. There's like a tiny mount. Something like this, and this should hold encoder in place. I think I need to catch it from the bottom, maybe just at least 2 screws because everything is moving around. Okay, finally. And I need to clip off these. It looks like one of the wires is a little bit too short. Okay, we managed to get it on top. Okay, we should be able to screw this thing in. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be mounted right now. It seems to be holding quite well. It's not wobbly or anything like that. And this way, it's technically it's the lowest it can be. Of course, I can make a hole and dig it deeper into the bottom plate as well. So that will give us like maybe, let's say 1.2 millimeters, even lower. But I think that will be okay. And then all we need to do, I prepared this, you can call it a knob. So this goes on top, like so. And it should be pressed all the way in. It's kind of difficult to... Oh, and now it clipped in. So it's almost aligned. Yeah, the black PLA doesn't do quite well on the camera. Yeah, but it's almost flushed with that, like with the shaft of the encoder. I hope I can do the same on the keyboard without breaking anything. Then it might be a little bit difficult to take it off. I don't think it clipped in, but it should look something like this. Thanks, Mr. Chiclapa. So now it's not that tall, is it? It's just below the line of the switches, so now it should be no problem, I hope. This can also be made a little bit smaller if I really want to. Although I think it's 1.2, so maybe not so much. Yeah, but it's quite okay, I guess. I think I kind of even like it that it has this edge over here and the knob goes in a little bit. I think it looks kind of cool. So I think I will leave it. At first I was thinking maybe I should remove this edge around, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't think it clipped in correctly. Besides, it's a little bit skewed. Let's see what happened. If I can get it out. Also not quite sure how much those screws can take in on the bottom. Yeah, that's the one issue with it, that it's difficult to remove right now. Okay, I think if I remove the bottom, is it gonna change anything? I don't think I can do that. Well, from the bottom I don't really have access. I'll try with the wire, like this. And it broke. Okay, let's see, maybe there is some way to get it from the bottom. Yeah, so maybe something that still needs to be fixed a little. Yeah, but overall I'm kind of happy with Chordie right now. The redesign of this key went well. It's okay to use it as a mouse key, so it's not causing any strain, at least not for now. I haven't used it that much yet, but I hope it will be okay. Yeah, I think we need to do something about it. Well, this knob is not quite designed for this one, so maybe that's why it's so... Yeah, finally. Well, one stupid fix could be to make a hole somewhere over here, and then you can just push a screwdriver from the bottom and just push it out, or just maybe make a different knob. Because this one is D-shaped and this one was designed for the other one. It's for the narrow shaped or whatever it's called, like this. Although it still might be a little bit too tight. It's easier to take it off from here than from here. Okay, I see it's also moving a little inside. So I think I have to work on this part. Or maybe, okay, I could maybe extend this, the sides, so that it covers. Let's see. Oh, so much stuff over the weekend. Let's take a quick look over here. I think that's gonna be this one. Okay, let's hide the rest. Okay, so it looks like this. I think it was designed for the different encoder. I think it was designed for the SMT one. Okay, over here. Okay, they're also not that large, because I was thinking this part where the legs are, there is still some space on the sides, so we can extend this, cover it like that. Let's see how big is that part. Okay, 6.5. Hey Epsilon Dave, thank you so much for following. Okay, 6.5. The legs, so we have about, take a look, and this one is 12, so we have like 5.5 to use, so we should be able to do like a tiny wall, maybe like 2.4, just to hold it in place. How's your day going, Epsilon Dave? Okay, so this part, I think I need to redo this whole thing. Because it's not really... Okay, let's see. If we go like this... Okay, let's try rectangle from the center. Okay. So that one was 6.5. Okay, and now let's do it like this. And like this, and I think we should be able to pull this. Okay, perfect. I think I should minus. Good. Oh, it's morning where you are. Cool. Nice. I'm doing great. Keyboard afternoon. Fixing stuff from our last week build. We were building a Chordie keyboard. And over the weekend I had a lot of fix-ups and just sharing now today, and also doing some more fix-ups, as you can see. Not everything is great, but we are working on it. Okay, wrong rectangle from the center, this one. Okay, so 6.5. 6.5. Okay, like this. Okay, minus to here. And the minus to here. Alrighty, so if this design is correct, so let's say we can pull this thing all the way to here, and this side we can pull to here. Okay, and this one, what's the height? I mean, well, this is what, 3.6. Let's take a look. Maybe we overdone it a little. Okay, this one is 7. So let's maybe do it like 355. Should give us a tighter fit. And okay, over here, I would like to make a wall maybe. Or maybe like this. So then it will prevent it from moving like left and right. Would that work? Okay, surface over here. We don't need these. Let's see. Let's work on this. Maybe if I make a new component, it should be easier to do this stuff. We are over here. Okay, let's see. Let's do like 1.6 maybe. 1.2. Let's not be too greedy. Okay, 1.2. Okay, how is it supposed to work? I think I need to do the whole thing because I think I have to do like this because of the way it's being printed. So it's gonna be like sticking a bit. Let's see. Okay, 1.2. Okay, let's do line over here. Okay, let's do maybe 0.8. Or maybe, okay, let's move it a little, maybe 0.5 the other way. Minus 0.05, just to give it some space for the encoder. Yeah, I think I might be able to print this on stream. Okay, copy, paste. And you want it to be 0.05 from here. Okay, something like this. I think it should be okay. Okay, maybe not so much, because the way I print this thing... Oh, okay, it's gonna be difficult. Holy shit. The issue here is that... Let's take a look at the slicer. Right, let's drop it. Obviously we can't print this thing like that, so I was printing it on the side, but we can't do it this as well because of these. These things, I mean, bottom is fine, but then from the top, not gonna work, I'm afraid. Always something. Okay, maybe just making the opening smaller. This one, we already shrink it a little bit. Maybe this will be enough to hold it in place. If you flip it around like this, then we'll have to print it with the support, and support is not gonna be good. Like this also won't do, unless we screw it from the bottom. Okay, well, this might be actually helpful if we screw it from the bottom like this. Let's take a look. Where is this board? It should be over here. Yeah, if I flip it around and I make holes, so then, okay, then it should be easier to remove it, because we can just unscrew it from the bottom, and then we'll be able to pull out the shaft with the knob and everything, and pull it out, and we don't have to force it like this time. Okay, so maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that stupid idea. Okay, so how can we... What can we do about this thing? would be nice to save it maybe. It's getting messy again. Okay, so that will be our version 2 in a way. Let's copy this one and these two. We can hide this one, and okay. So what can we do about this thing? Let's say we combine everything into one first. Okay, let's close these gaps. In the mounting holes. We can do that later. Okay, so that will be a little bit crude. But now we can do something like this. One hole and the other one. Basically we can go all the way even. Well, not that we really need such a big one, but yeah, why not? So we don't have to worry about the length of the screw. Maybe let's round the edges a little. I said round, not chamfer. Okay, looks good to me. And now it should print no problem. So let's go. Let me do a quick check on the printer. Alright, looks like everything is okay. So, while it's printing, it shouldn't take too long. What can we do? I can tell you a few words. So what have I done with the magnetic encoders? And maybe, okay, let's see if we can do it right now, or should we wait? I think it would be better if you wait for this one to finish, so we can just check it out. And then probably we can go with the magnetic encoders and see how they work. So for the magnetic encoders, I've changed few bits. One of them is that now the encoder, the PCB itself, will be held on the bottom. Let's take a look, for example, at this one. So it looks like this. So that is the bottom plate. And encoder will go in like this. I have a PCB somewhere. Give me a second to find it. Okay, let's use this one, even though it's not the right one. Maybe, where was it? Okay. Oh no, okay, never mind. Let's use this PCB. It's more or less correct. So this is how it looks right now. I really wanted to go as low as possible with the height. So it's roughly the same size, even actually smaller or maybe shorter than what we have with the normal encoder, with the mechanical one. So the PCB with encoder goes over here. Over here goes the switch. And here comes the tricky part. I have this bearing that I got over here, and I made a knob for it. So the bearing itself looks like this, and we have a hole there, like so. So two parts of this holder, they sit on the common part over here. We have screws, and this part is kind of loose in a way, and this comes handy because then we can press the button that will be over here. So we will have our, let's say, volume or whatever. We will also be able to have a mute function, just like on the mechanical one. So there will be something to press. So it's very nice, very gentle. It doesn't like move around, so it's okay. The issue was with this bearing. I had to get a different one than the ones that I've been using before. I also have this one because the one is 32 on the screen, but there is a smaller one, the one that is commonly used for roller skates, and it's this one. And I think this one is 22 or something like this. Yes, 22, the outside diameter. But with this one, I was having some issues how to attach a knob to it. Because for the bigger one, it was a little bit easier because I made a knob that has this special kind of grabbing mechanism, if I can call it like that. Where did I put it? Ah, yeah, it's here. So if I remove the bearing, maybe remove the bottom. Let's change color of the bearing to something more metallic like this. Okay, so this is the bearing, and this is how it's being held. And I have to admit, it works okay, it prints okay. It's large enough, but not too big. It fits inside the whole housing. Just barely fits in. But the best part is that it's not wobbly. So when I put on the knob, it's not moving like this. It seems to be quite stable on it. So I guess that's fine. I think I will put some more work, try to get this smaller one to work. You can see it. Maybe there will be some success with this, but the issue with it is that there is not enough space to grab it, because on the outside of this bearing, we will have our this holder. So the outside will be occupied, and then on the inside we have to fit in this that will hold the knob, and we have to fit in this shaft that holds the magnet as well. And there's just not enough space for all of that. The inside diameter of this is, let's take a look. Yeah, it's just 8 millimeters, and just the shaft, yeah, the shaft itself is already 8. So yeah, I don't think this one will fit. So that will be like additional requirement for building Chordie. But that will be also a little bit over the spec already, because originally I wanted it to just use the standard mechanical encoders, and we have that, it's fine, it works okay. But like along the way we also managed to do some work with the magnetic encoders, and they are so great, so soft, so precise. It's something that I really would like to have as well, and maybe someone else would like to use it. So this will require some extra parts, some extra work. I don't think it makes too much difference if you're buying this bearing or the bigger one, like this. You still have to get some extra part, so that should be fine. Alright. So I think that's all about the magnetic encoders. Both of them are attached the same way. The only difference in them is that it's a different spacing for the legs. So that's not an issue. Everything else is the same, kind of the same bottom plate, but the same knob, the same shaft, everything is in the same position. So that was okay, but it took me some time to figure out how to mount the knob, how to mount everything without changing the whole Chordie and doing it again. And that was kind of like the hardest constraint to combat, because it would have been easier to just, remove everything. I could just move the mini jack to here, for example, and then I will have all the space that I need. I could make this like even half height of the mini jack. Now the minimum height of this part is dictated by this, where the mini jack is. So this part is already at the level of the mini jack, so I can't lower this anymore, otherwise the mini jack won't fit. And I don't want to move it away as well. I think it looks okay when it's embedded this way. So choices like everywhere. Okay, print is almost done. So in the meantime, I will try to disassemble this. So I think we're gonna be needing longer screws. So this time around we will go from the bottom. So hopefully we will kill two birds with one stone. We can get the issue of removing the knob and having like the whole thing being wobbly at the same time. Or just run away. See how it's doing. Looks like we have no view on the 3D printer. How come? Just when you need it, it doesn't work. Oh, too bad. Well, I think I know. I didn't switch on the cam. Okay, it's coming along. Okay, I guess we need to wait a little bit. I really don't like printing on stream because the wait is kind of wasteful. That's why I pushed it so hard over the weekend. So now we can just try all of those parts. So after this one is done, I hope it won't require any more changes. Then we can jump into this encoder, the magnetic one, MT6701. And this one is kind of easy. We already tried that because we don't have to program anything. We can just hook it up. It has those inputs A and B. And if we hook it up just like that, so VCC and ground, A and B, if I am not mistaken. Where is it? Ah, yes, over here. A and B. And this one is the same output as from this encoder. We only have to tweak the resolution, and it should be nice and smooth. And then we will jump to this one. So that's AS5600. We already have code for it to read it. Not the best code on earth, but it works. At least it worked last time we checked. So we just need to move it to Chordie, recompile, and just read it, and it should be good as well. But this one needs a little bit more work because we need to do some firmware changes. And the other one, the MT, that is over here, this one, just hook it up. Well, you still have to change code, you still have to change the resolution, but at this point in time we don't have to add anything, any code to get it working. Okay, it's done. I will try to rip it off the bed. That is so hot, my god. Okay, let's see how it fits. Perfect. Perfect fit. Impossible. Sits tight. It's not moving at all. Okay, so let's take a look how we can approach this. Okay, this bottom plate is not really prepared for that. I should have a chamfer over here. I should have done it. I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should add a chamfer. But then I was thinking, oh, it doesn't make sense because the screw will be coming from the top, so there's no point, as usual. Yeah, that would make... Yeah, access door hinge. Well, that would kind of make the whole thing a little bit more clunky if we have a hinge on the bottom. And then we will have to still kind of make it not open by itself. On the side, oh, from the side we won't really be able to reach anything. Yeah, but I hope this will be the solution that we need. Just a little bit tricky to screw. Okay, one screw in. I use bamboo P1S. Topre, you mean the switches? Topre switches, or I think that's the only name that I recall. These are the Topre switches. Yeah, Mr. Chiclapa, you're asking about Topre switches or something else? Okay, it sits. It's not moving at all. Perfect. And soon we can test my theory if it allows for easy knob removal. Okay. looks good. And there's the knob. Okay, I think I know why it's not going all the way in. Let's check one thing. I think it might be colliding. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. This is our EC11. Okay, let's do it over here. Let's take a look at this part. Yeah, exactly. I think that might be, although, let's hide this. That's not this one. Oh no, it should be okay. Let's see. That's the bottom. Okay, so that's the bottom. And how far is it from the bottom of the knob? Okay, is it 0? Cannot be. No, there is some space left. Okay, it's flushed with this one, and from here it's still 1.2. Okay, so my theory was bad, so it's not colliding with anything. Unless I have my model wrong, which is also a possibility. Okay, I think this time around it's in. I don't think it's skewed anymore. Looks more or less same height. Okay, so we have mute. I think the edge is a little bit too tight. I think I should lower it a little bit. Yeah. But it's kind of still moving a little bit. Okay. But I think we have achieved what we were looking for. It works. It's not sticking above the switches, so this is fine. I just need to make it a little bit small. Let's see. This edge is what? 2585. 2575. Okay, so that is definitely too little. It's just 0.1. Maybe let's do it like this. 25.6 should be good. I'm not gonna print this. We can move on. It should be okay. I am very happy that it's not taller than the switches, because it was annoying a little bit for me. Somehow I overlooked this when I was designing the whole thing, but now it's fine. Yeah, and this mechanical encoder is not that bad, I have to say. Yeah, it's a little bit wobbly. Not sure where the wobbliness is coming from. Is it from the shaft? Is it like the shaft is a little bit wobbly by itself? Yeah, there seems to be a little bit of wobble. Okay, anyways, not important. It's more or less okay. I think that's it. We are not changing that. Okay, so let's test the theory if we can really get it off now by unscrewing the bottom, and then maybe we'll be able to lift up everything and detach. Yep. Like yes, it does work like that. I can just pull it out. Yeah, I think there is some wobble on the shaft. I can feel it on the knob. And you know, since the knob is this large, so I think it kind of amplifies the whole thing. So it makes it feel that it's like really going like up and down, like a sine wave. Yeah, it's sitting so tight. I think that was a good idea to have it like that. Great. Works perfect. I like it. Hardly ever happens that something works on this channel. This is a exception. Okay, so next thing, we go with the MT6701. It's somewhere over there. Okay, it's there. We have to desolder this thing. Change the bottom. Add the switch. Solder in the switch. Okay, we have wires here already. I just need to be mindful which are they. So maybe, okay, maybe let's do it like step by step, because if I desolder everything, then I won't remember which wire was what. So these are for the switch. So let's desolder these two first, attach a switch, and then we can do the rest. Which bottom plate? Okay, not this one. That's the one for MT. Okay, we're still gonna have to add 2 more wires because we need power for this thing. And now I lost the switches. I had a whole... There they are. Okay, it's getting annoying. I can't really grab it. Okay, I think that went better than I expected. Thanks, Epsilon Dave. Have fun at work, and see you next time. Okay, so wait a second. So we have a switch right now. Let's get rid of all these wires. So one is A, the other one is B. I think the blue one is B. Common pin, and we want, this is the ground. Okay, so we can use that for the ground, so we still have to hook up VCC. Okay, so looking at it over here, we have A and B. Okay, won't be using push, we won't be using Z. So A and B, ground is over here, and then we will have to hook up VCC. Okay, ground is done. Okay, one more leg to go. Okay, so one last thing that we need to hook up is the power, so VCC. We have to follow the rules. Let's make the red wire. Yeah, lucky for us, we have this thing. So hooking up more VCCs doesn't really bother us. When I was starting, I tend to connect everything to one pin, like over here. So it was okay if you have just one wire, but if you go like 2, 3, then everything starts coming off. So that is a great thing, kind of like an extension. So it would seem it's all wired up. We have VCC over here, ground, A and B, and we have a switch right here. I wanted to say that it should be like this, but I think there's a wire caught up underneath. Now it's okay. It's a bit messy, but I think it's still okay. So for now, I think I'm not gonna put on the knob and everything else. Let's see if we hook it up. What happens? If it blows up or what? There's one more thing. There should be a knob somewhere. I would like to test it at the same time if it doesn't blow up. Yeah, so the magnet is in. Maybe let's open up a web page for worst case scenario. What's the worst that can happen? Well, it's programmed for volume, so it might go crazy with the volume. Does it even work? Oh no, it doesn't seem like anything is happening if I turn the volume up. Okay, so maybe there will be no response. I should maybe also open HID listen. Would that help? So maybe we'll have some kind of a view what is happening. Okay, let's go back. How about we do it like this, maybe? Okay, let's see. And of course I lost the connecting wire. Oh, it's here. Okay, careful. What is happening now? Nothing is happening. There is output from the keyboard. How about the switch? Switch works as well. But we are not reading anything from the encoder. Okay, the hut is not good. Was supposed to be so smooth. Okay, no output at all. Okay, what could be the issue now? Let's see if it even has power. Oh, how come? No power? Okay, looks like there's no power on it. No, should be something okay. Could it be this one is the one that was broken some time ago? Presumably. Okay, this complicates things a little bit. I think that's the one that we've been using before. I think we were shorting this to change the mode of operation, and then we figured out that it worked even without it. Maybe okay, that is a problem. Let's take a look at the oscilloscope. Okay, keyboard works. Looks like I'm gonna have a issue trying to figure out, because if I press something, the keyboard will output. I just now did a screenshot. Maybe let's try to do it a little bit different way. Maybe I can extend a little bit. Okay, I think this will work. Let's see. Okay, keyboard works. So okay, it's showing us 4.4. But it's not a square wave. It should be a square wave. Yeah, nothing happens if I attach the magnet. Okay, let's check one more thing. Because the manual for this thing mentioned something about having like a mode selection or something like that. But as far as I can remember, there was no need to do that. Oh no, I think my keyboard messed up. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm having an issue here, and the issue is that, yeah, I think I had too many keys pressed at the same time and it blocked some kind of a buffer in Windows or something like that. So it behaves like if there was a control pressed, maybe something like that. Yeah, and I don't think I can reset that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, too bad. I can't click anything. Alright, I think I have no choice but finish the stream. I think this is the first time I managed to mess up my PC with my keyboard. Yeah, sometimes it happens that if you have something wrong with the keyboard, it will a little bit messed up Windows buffer or something like that, and then Windows will behave like there is something still pressed, but it isn't. And you can't even see it if I open. I can't even move on-screen keyboard. Yeah, even on the on-screen keyboard, it doesn't show up like there is any key pressed, but yeah, I can't really do much, can I? Yeah. Oh, it opened right now. Okay, let's see. Maybe it will. Okay, I think it's back. So maybe it didn't last this long. Yeah, going back, there was this mode selection somewhere. Quickly. Over here. This one has to be hooked up to the ground if you want to do A, B, Z, this kind of stuff. Okay, and the last time we checked, we did it with this one and it worked, and then we removed it and it still worked. But maybe it doesn't work anymore. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, so pin number 2 is the second one. Suppose from here. So this one. Okay, it goes here. And then we have ground. So that's this one. I can see it was soldered before. And that's the ground. Ground and ground here. Let's see if it's really ground. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think we have the mode set. Let's do one more try. I think I lost my HID listen. Okay, let's see what happens now. The keyboard works. I still can't see anything on the encoder. That's not how it was behaving last time. Alright, looks like defeat by magnetic encoder. Not sure what happened here. It was working okay last time. We've been playing with it. And now it's completely dead. Okay, I think I will look into it off stream, probably tomorrow. I guess I will see you all on Wednesday. and on Wednesday we'll continue with this one. Hopefully I can get it to work. Then we still have the other one, AS5600, and maybe we'll try to attach the trackball and see how it fits. And yeah, I think that's the plan for Wednesday. So okay, for today, thank you very much for joining and for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This time didn't quite work in the end, but I think I should be able to figure it out maybe tomorrow. I see you all on Wednesday. Have plenty of rest and come back on Wednesday. Thanks for joining and goodbye.